And a very good morning. Well, what are we doing today? Well, we're doing some brick replacement. The dreaded brick replacement. I've already got 1 or 2 bricks in, but got a lot to do. Get it out of the way and then we can get on bricking up these windows. So let's crack on. Not very warm today. Chilly on the old ears. Right, and I'm back. Okay, so these bricks have been an absolute bugger. All different sizes. Some big, some small, some long, some short. You'd think they'd all be the same, wouldn't you? They'd come out the same wall. Anyway, we're getting there. I've probably got about 20 brick in now. And I'm going to lower you down so you can have a watch of the next bit going in. There you are. He's sitting comfortably. So, first job is to clean all of the muck out of here. So, yeah, our brush, I'll just give it a sweep down, which enables us to see the bricks below, see if they need a bit of a clean, which they do. And of course, let's give it another little sweep off there. Okay, so what we've got to do now is we've got to bed up our brickwork now. Of course, when you're laying your brick, you want your mortar a bit softer than you'd have it if you were repointing. Now, if you're a bricklayer, you know that. So, you know. But you might be somebody who's never done this kind of stuff before that's watching. So that's your bed on there. What we want next is a brick. Now, see, we're gonna go under a brick there. So what you want to do, you want to put a bit of stuff into your frog there before you put it under. Not too much. And then you want a little bit just there to form your perp. So we've got a little bit of mortar on the end there. Oh, that only just went in there. That's so tight. So tight. Just give it a little tap up to the water perp. Right. So I can see that the brickwork here is like that. So this is going to be a bit of a swine again. Right, where's my bubble? Your little bubble. Just make sure it's in line with the other bricks, both ways. And we're okay there. Because if you're not in line, if it's kept a little bit, it'll be noticeable. You'll see it. We're about 3 miles away. Again, bed on, wet up your perps, and select a brick. Before I put anything on that, we'll just make sure, yep, it will go in. So again, because we're going under a brick, I'm going to put a little bit of gear into the perp, into the frog, sorry, perp, where did that come from? Into the frog. And then holding the top of your brick and putting your hand through the gap, because you don't want to be pushing that bed off you just put on. There we go. So it's a little bit of a packing, it's just rocking forward ever so slightly. So a bit of old mortar, just as a temp to hold it up till we shove some in with the pointing trowel. Right, that's sitting nice now. Clean off the excess. Check it with the bubble again. This one forward slightly. Ever so slightly. And that's near enough. So then what you want to do, you want to get yourself a little bit on the edge of a trowel, put it in the frog and push it under that brick that you've just gone into. Push it in there. I don't know if you can see that where it's coming out there, which means that that's got a good wad underneath it now. So again, bedding on, not too much. We can't really be knocking these down or anything. And a brick, try it, make sure, yeah, it'll fit. Fit on the frog again. As you can see, holding the brick, pushing it in there. Push that into the frog again. Making sure that it's picked that brick up. Right, let's come forward ever so slightly. Back there just a little bit. Right, so that's happy in there. So brick is too big for there. Thought it might be. Again, yes. Right, so we'll leave that for a 75. Got one there, and that looks like it's been a 3/4, so I might have to leave that as well for one of the 75s. I do have a brick axe for doing this, but I have a sneaky feeling it's in the lockup. There you go. Right, so what have we got left? 3 up there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3. We've got 12 bricks up here. 16, 1 there, 17. The other bricks are in the way there. Now all these bricks that I'm using, if you look at that, no, it's a sound brick. It's a good brick. You look at that side, it's all rough, and that's because we've taken them out of this building and reversed them. Feel a bit of stone or something. That there we go. And a very good morning. Right, so the weather's fine today. So we're doing Operation Brick Up the Window. So I've just spent the last few hours getting up 40 bricks, mixing mortar, setting up the mixer, you name it, I've been doing it. So we're now ready to make a start. So, first and foremost, you need the old string line, complete with pins. So we want to work to align with this because we don't want to end up with dips in it and it running out and things. So, knock your pin in to your joint there. Very nice and tight. The old line out, it's not been out for a while, this line. Probably talking years since this one was last out on the job. But, it seems to be in the knot. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? I remembered the brick axe today. Right, so you want to get your line so it's tight to the brick, and it wants to be flush with the top of the brick. If it's not, you've got a problem. Gloves on, not because my hands are cold, because I don't want to rip my fingers apart with these brick. Keep doing that. Too many years of it. Then we want our brick trowel. A nice dollop here. Water on there. Kind of wrong-handed here, but what have we got in the way? As usual, it's every time, isn't it? Right, so you get your brick, the end, butter it up, like so, fully buttered. Seen lads who just put it on the end there. Well, your perp's not full then, is it? Put your brick on, just make sure that it's right with the bottom brick and it's right with the line. So you want to be running clean to both, front of your line, top of your line, and the front of the brick you're laying onto. You'll see better in a minute as we get a bit higher. It's awkward with the camera on here. I could do with the camera being like there, but I can't because it'll fall off the scaffolding. And like that. And then we want the bit on the end of that brick there because there's only 2 bricks on the course on this first one. Making sure that the perps are all lining up, making sure that brick's in the correct position, and it's good with the line and everything else. Very nice. So You want to get a nice cigar shape on your trowel. Oops. And just wiggle the middle. Clean off any excess. Okay, so went off yesterday, we're going under a brick with one end. Now these holes are in the brick. We don't have a frog. So we've got to butter it up best we can. And obviously get some on the end for the perp. Butter it up best we can get there. Can't really see that, I know, but right, and then we've got to squeeze that brick under there like that. And that's come lovely to that line, that has. Lovely to that line, and it's a very thin bed. Very thin indeed. Of course, because we're working on the line from side to side, we don't need to be putting the level on it because we're going in between brickwork that's already there. So if I was to put a level on this, and this original was running out, my brickwork then wouldn't match in with the original. So you follow your line and you forget about the level. You know, so if this is out of level or it's out of plumb, not my problem. My problem is to make this match. So this is the same principle you use if you were doing, say you're rebuilding your front wall at home, your garden wall, your boundary wall. Only what you do, you run up two ends and bring it down, you know, castle it down. Is that the right word, castle it down? Run it down anyway. So it's like two corners, two ends. And then you put your line on and you work in between until you got to the top. But you've got to make sure that your two ends are the same level and they're both plumb with each other. And of course your beds all line in. There are ways of doing that, which we'll not go into today. I'll drop it in there like that. Let's hope it's not the Russians. Nice. Nice. I have to make that trip down for another bucket full of gear. I used a plastic bucket this morning to bring it up. One of them you get from Builders Merchants, £5 a chuck. It taps on scaffold tube and the bottom fell out of it. I'm buying one of them again. That's why you have the metal buckets. You can drop them off the top of the scaffolding and just bounce. Right, again, butter the end. A bit like buttering your toast in the morning. Get plenty on there. Plenty on it. What do you think so far? You think it's looking alright? Look round when it's pointed up. Right, we're out of gear, so use that last bit just to fill in the holes in brick there. Ooh, well. Oh well. Let's follow up with this little. Oh, it is. You know, it's bang on plumb that as well. Bang on the old plumb. Right. Well, tubes and all. I'm going to we'll get another bucket of gear now and get it up here. So we'll leave you there for 5 minutes. So if you want to go and get yourself a cup of tea, while I go down and get that stuff, and you know, if you fancy making me one while you're at it, that would be really appreciated. Right, catch you down there. And we're back. Right, so that's another 2 buckets of mortar brought up. So we can carry on with this brickwork. Also, I've made a brew. You gotta have a brew, haven't you? Right. Plenty on those beds. Butter your brick. Don't beat a bit of butter on your brick. Move that one up. Some perps are running out because of that bit there. Up to the line. Tap it down a tiny bit. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, once we finish this window, we've got one down the stairs to do, on the old ground floor, which be a bit easier because I'm not having to cart everything up. Wiggle that brick down. Right, move on up. There. down, don't you come? Right, we'll add a bit of line there. Oh, there's that one that I lost. I know I've lost my cardboard again. Right, well that's okay. We can cope with that. Tap around. Didn't take a lot. Wiggle the brick in. Little fine tap. Push that line to make sure. Yep, lovely. Right. What we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 5 cores left to go. See how easy it is. Really easy. It's not really easy. It does take many years to learn the craft. If some of you will know, and some of you won't. Here we go. There we go. All right. Oh. I can see another trip down. Another trip down. But not quite yet. Not be far off actually. 4 cores to go. That includes that lintel. Oh, cheers. all back together again. Just going to point it all up now. So like we're setting in a bit, I've gone and had a bit of lunch. So I'm now going to knock up some gear and point it all up. Right, let's do it. Right. So, pointing. We need the old readers on for this now. I'll say old, they're fairly new actually. I bought 2 new pairs. One for best and one for work. And I can never remember which is which. Right, there we go. Readers are on. Well, this is the first window of 2, as I said. And the last bit of the job. Once I've got that other window bricked up downstairs, that's it. We escape. The great escape. Right, so we're gonna leave you there for a while now. I'll get this lot pointed up and brushed down and so on, and come back to you and show you the end result. I'll see you in a little bit. Right, that's it. Job done. Who wants to have a look? Okay, let's have a look. There you go. All done and pointed up and brushed off. It's going to dry in like that colour. Well, that was all. This was done before Christmas, so it'll take it a while to dry like that. I don't think the bricks are too bad a match, really. It's downside of building, you can't really see it unless you come downside of building. Right, get all the tools down now and clean out the mixer and that kind of stuff. But I don't think I'll film the other one. I might do. I don't know. The one that's below us there. Can just make it out. I might film doing that one tomorrow. We'll see. But if not, that'll bring us to the end of this video, which I hope you've enjoyed. A bit different from normal, but still fun all the same. If you have enjoyed it, the usual, give us that big thumbs up. We need that thumbs up for building the channel. Also, welcome to all the new subscribers this week. And don't forget, if you've not subscribed yet and you're enjoying this, then subscribe. Right, we'll see you all next week for another episode of buggering about with old buildings. Thanks for watching.